Sometimes your life looks fine on paper, but somewhere inside a quiet voice says, "Something is off. This doesn't feel like my road." If you feel that a change is coming, but you can't yet see its shape, this Jung-inspired test can help you glimpse which path your soul is leaning toward right now. On the outside, life can look okay. You tick the boxes, keep the schedule, do what is expected. But inside, as if in the background, a soft question keeps playing. I'm moving, but is this really where I want to go? This feeling can appear in the middle of a normal day, in a traffic jam, at your desk, late at night when the house is finally quiet. It's like a part of you is gently knocking from the inside, asking to be heard. This is not a breakdown, it's a sign of growth. The outer story stayed the same, but the person inside that story has changed. Old roles start to feel like shoes that are one size too small. Carl Jung wrote that when words are not enough, the psyche speaks in symbols. The deeper layers of us do not argue or explain. They show us images that pull our attention. We call it intuition or gut feeling, but it is a quiet language of the unconscious. One of the strongest symbols is a door. A door is a border between before and after, between the known room and the hallway you've never walked down, between the life you already know and the one you're just beginning to imagine. In this test, you will see 4 doors. Each door reflects a certain inner state and a direction your life can take from here. Your task is not to hunt for the best or right picture. Your task is to notice which image feels like home or like the next step toward home. Don't overanalyze colors and details. Just let your eyes wander and see where they keep coming back. Sometimes one glance is more honest than 100 thoughts. This is not a clinical test and not fortune-telling. It is a soft mirror that shows where you are standing inside yourself right now, at the roots, at the edge of change, at the center of care for others, or at the doorway to a new chapter. In a moment, 4 doors will appear on the screen. Take a slow breath. Look at them as if you were really standing in that hallway, and choose the one that quietly says, "It's me." In front of you there are 4 doors. Each one symbolizes a different way to move through life. Door A, Door B, Door C, Door D. Look at them without rushing. Notice which door your eyes keep returning to, even if you try to check the others. Which one you would reach for if your hand were already on the handle. Don't try to be clever. Let your first honest feeling choose. Have you picked your door? Remember the letter A, B, C, or D. Now listen to what this choice may reveal about the road you are walking right now. Door A, the deep seeker. If you chose door A, the active archetype in you is the deep seeker. This is the part of you that cannot live only on the surface. It wants the real thing. You are the one who quietly asks why, when everyone else stops at, "That's just how it is." Maybe lately life has felt like too much noise and not enough truth. Too many tabs open in your mind, too few moments when you actually feel present in your own day. Somewhere inside, you long for slower time, real talk, real silence, real connection. Your bright side is radical honesty with yourself. You notice the small cracks in situations, the unspoken in people's words. You read between the lines almost without trying. Others may feel that with you they can drop the mask for a while. Because of this depth, you can also feel heavy at times. Your mind can spin, replaying scenes like a movie on repeat. You might forget how to enjoy simple things because you're always figuring life out. A gentle suggestion: you don't have to solve the whole puzzle tonight. Give your mind places where it can rest instead of analyze. This can be a small evening ritual with a notebook and a candle. A walk where you notice the sky instead of your screen. Tea in silence, without trying to be productive. Your path now is not about winning arguments with the world. It's about building a life that doesn't force you to betray your own values. The more your outer choices match your inner truth, the lighter your chest feels. You are not late and not behind. You are simply going at the depth and speed that belong to you. Door B, the dreamer and creator. If you chose door B, the living archetype in you is the dreamer and creator. You don't just go through life, you constantly imagine what else it could be. Often your mind plays little trailers of other possible lives. Another city, another job, another rhythm, another version of you who feels more alive. From the outside, things may look stable, but inside it's like you're watching the wrong movie and longing for the director's cut. Your bright side is a sensitive radar for beauty and meaning. You notice colors, moods, and little signs life leaves on your path. You might be drawn to art, music, writing, design, or simply creative solutions in everyday problems. You connect dots other people don't even see. Because of this, you can also feel scattered. Reality sometimes feels too rough compared to the tender world inside you. You may put decisions on hold, telling yourself, "I'll start when I'm sure," and the perfect moment never arrives. Self-doubt can whisper, "Maybe I'm not talented enough. Maybe I'm just dreaming too big." A gentle suggestion: your inner world is not a museum, it's a workshop. Your task now is to bring at least a small piece of that inner picture into the outside world. You don't need a dramatic life reset. Start with one small, real thing: a creative project, a weekly studio hour for yourself, a class, a blog, a corner at home that feels like your space. Every tiny finished step is like laying one stone of a bridge between fantasy and reality. Guard your sensitivity. Spend less time in places that feel cynical and noisy, and more time where feelings are taken seriously. Your emotions are not a bug in the system. They are the software that shows what really matters to you. Right now, your path is to stop treating your dreams as someday and start treating them as small, doable actions today. Door C, the caring guardian. If you chose door C, the speaking archetype in you is the caring guardian. You are the kind of person who naturally becomes the safe place for others. People may come to you to vent, to cry, to ask what you think. You remember birthdays, small details, things that make others feel seen. You quietly keep the house, the team, the family, or the friend group from falling apart. Your bright side is steady, warm presence. With you, people often feel they can finally exhale. You know how to support without taking control, how to help without making others feel weak. But the same heart that holds others can become very tired. While you are carrying everyone else's worries, your own needs slip to the back row. You may tell yourself, "It's not a big deal, I'll rest later," and later never comes. Sometimes there is a hidden ache. I am the strong one for everyone. Does anyone even notice when I am not okay? You may feel guilty when you say no, even when your tank is empty. A gentle suggestion: real care is a two-way street. Your kindness does not become smaller when you also protect yourself. Ask yourself honestly, if my best friend lived my life, what would I tell them to change? More sleep? Fewer obligations? More checkups? Therapy? Or simple evenings with no plans? Try, little by little, to give yourself at least part of that advice. Imagine that your own heart is also someone you are responsible for. Your path now is to shift from, "I must hold everything," to, "I am allowed to be held too." When the guardian inside you rests and receives, your care no longer comes from exhaustion, but from fullness. And then your warmth is felt even more clearly by the people around you. Door D, the seeker of a new path. If you chose door D, the archetype of the seeker of a new path is awake in you. You are at a turning point, even if on the outside nothing looks dramatic. You may feel that an old chapter is slowly closing. It could be about work, a role, a relationship, a lifestyle, or an old version of you. You might still be living inside the same routine, but inside you already know, "I've outgrown this. I can't shrink back into who I was." Your bright side is quiet courage. You may not shout about it, but you are honest enough to admit when something is no longer right. You can feel the pull of a new road, like the smell of rain before the first drop falls. The shadow side is fear of that unknown road. You might worry about money, stability, other people's reactions. You can get stuck in the doorway, one hand on the old life, one hand reaching for the new, legs frozen in place. This limbo can feel lonely. People around you might say, "Why change anything? Be grateful for what you have," not seeing that gratitude and growth can exist together. A gentle suggestion: you don't have to jump off a cliff to change your life. You can walk down the hill, one honest step at a time. Ask yourself, what is one small, brave thing I can do this month that moves me closer to the life I actually want? It could be a conversation you've been avoiding, a boundary you finally draw, a new skill, a new environment, or simply more time with yourself to listen. Look for people in places where change is not shamed, but respected, where others are also rebuilding their lives piece by piece. Standing next to such people reminds you, you are not crazy, you are growing. Door D tells you, the page is already turning. Even if you stand very still, time is gently pushing you forward. Every small decision in favor of your truth is like writing the first lines on a clean page. And this new story is finally the one that truly belongs to you. Whichever door you chose, remember, this is not a sticker on your forehead. It is just a snapshot of the part of you that is the loudest today. Later, another archetype may come forward, and that will be the next curve of your road. If something in these words echoed inside, maybe a phrase, a sentence, a picture, give yourself a moment with it. Notice where in your real life it feels true. In your work, your relationships, your tiredness, your secret hopes. Share in the comments which door you picked, A, B, C, or D, and whether the description felt accurate to you. You can simply write, "This hit home," "Not really," or tell which line spoke to you most. Your story might help someone else recognize their own. If this calm way of self-discovery feels right, stay with this channel. Subscribe so you don't miss new Jung-inspired visual tests and gentle reflections about the inner world. Take care of your boundaries, your sensitivity, and that quiet inner voice that rarely shouts but is almost always right. And remember, of all the doors you will ever open, the most important one is the door back to yourself.